Everybody's Patrick of the Pitch Deck. This is going to be round 2 for our Gen Con casual event for the Blaze promo PC. We're going to be against Dawnblade Dori. They had sideboard the equipment in front of us, kind of like a casual event. I'm guessing they might be slightly new, not exactly sure, but we get to see the equipment. We got to see the equipment at the beginning, so we knew we were going to go up against only Skullcap for Arcane. So if you know how to manipulate it, you're not going to have any arcane barrier. So we're not going to pitch stack this turn. However, if this Dori opponent had kept everything close to the chest and not shown any equipment, we were just going to be putting in the sideboard package of stacking, which is usually 7 defense cards. But we have a glistening steel blade with just a normal Dawnblade attack. For this one, our hand isn't great for going off on our opponent's turn, but I do want to mitigate some damage, and since it is glistening, might as well block 3 for red instead of a 2 for red, which is why I hesitated really quick and changed my blocks here. Force 1 card out of them to go over for attack reaction, might as well as potentially making them go down to only 1 card and no resource. If at all, if it was like Iron Song, then that's fine, but we want to strip the arsenal. In our mind, that's normally what we do, but we forget that there's Skullcap isn't on, so they can't AB even if they wanted to. So maybe I should have at least blocked 5 for the off chance that there could be smaller reacts, which usually is just by 3s. So we get lucky keeping 3 cards here. We get a potion plus a lesson, so it's a good thing that we didn't block more than just the base damage. But no AB, like we mentioned. We go ahead and get this wildfire as fast as possible because we can go for a faster kill here. But on the sideboard package of stacking, Dawnblade Dori isn't full on stacking. You can get to stacking with the defense package. However, it's more about priority of potions. And as long as you burn through all your defense cards and you get your potions, or at least some of them, then you can look to go for a combo mid stack, as well as making sure that the D-pot is going to be out there, so you can make sure that you don't Kano into a defense card. So we get the ponder here, but it doesn't really matter. It's just for raw damage. I was looking to use potentially some really good damage, which is what this flare does. I was going to use 2 blues plus my action point for blazing, but the potion allows for us to get more damage. I think it does it either way. The flare buffing the ether arc along with the blazing. I think it does same amount because it buffs either one. I'd have to quickly do it later on, but 4 towards the arc. It's either the same thing, so that's 9, and then that comes in for 9. So I am missing damage. But didn't expect to see a flare off the top, so that's why I kind of hesitated. And I was probably thinking maybe I can get another potion for that extra blue. So then we run into a funky hand, and then now we kind of pay for using the potion. So it's a little bit rough, but if the opponent had some more AB rather than technically 0 AB, then we would then be paying for it here. But they can AB later on. I think they could have AB the blazing, but I think they just passed on it. So we kind of got a weird hand. An extra wildfire that we really don't need, but we have a spare one just in case. If it doesn't have go again, then I'm not really caring to block, but now it does. We'll have go again. They're only just going to be coming in for 5. Which feels like this may be just a hybrid version of Dori. My hand isn't great to go off, but it is good to go off next turn. We're just gonna block 5 here and just hope that there's no reactions. I think that's the only resource left. Yeah, okay, so then there's no cards. Then we're safe to do it unless there's Iron Song in Arsenal. We take that chance. So now we're under the limit of 22 to 23. So now AB is not turned on anymore, which is good and when we need that first wildfire to hit. If we're going to combo off next turn. Not a bad hand for this one. Now we have Iron Song termination, which will suck. It's gonna suck. We can't block it out, but as long as there's no go again, then we'll be okay with that. They do have boots up, so we'll take that chance, but I don't think they boots here, which is odd. And they just puncture. Just coming in for 7. Whenever it goes to Kano, you can use your equipment aggressively, and I think he actually mentions it that they already took the damage, and then boots comes afterwards, but yeah, I can't remember. I take it all the way. And then he pays into 2 grains. Oh, that's fine. And since there's no AB, we can probably aggressively use the Kindle, but I think I still save it. Just to make sure that it goes over, because there's the round 1 against the Vincent where I comboed off a little bit too early. They had burned their Spell Void 2, and with the Spell Void 2 gone at turn 0 because they're not that well versed in a Kano, then I was a little bit eager for combo, and I got a yellow and a red off of the 2 draws, and that's how I died basically. Not guaranteeing that I have good potions, but this is for free, so this will be
2 more minutes. I just want to make sure we can drop this person.
Was that blockable? Okay.
So no, you were at 20 and I'm at 15, so not for this one. Yeah, so now you're at 17.
Yep.
So for our hand now, it's still even the worst hand in the world, so I think this is where we use the Kindle here. So with the Vigor, he's able to get 1 extra resource, which I think his hand might be a little bit light on resources as well. Because he uses a red to pay for it, but yeah, now he realizes that there is 1 resource for Vigor. Since it's just sharpened steel and it's just damage, I'll just take the chance for a go again reaction. Because I do want to shoot this spindle, and there was the Iron Song, and then he forgets that there is a reprise. So no +3 because I didn't block. Plus we knew there's 2 the other red, which is the Warrior's Valor as well. So we know this is kind of a light resource hand. And we're paying for that, ocean being cracked earlier. It was massive damage, but it's just the sequence didn't expect to be a flare off the top. I could just use the blazing and then shoot, but then blazing doesn't really do anything. Because there's no buff sequence right after that, and that was my action point. So here we're going to use the spindle plus Kindle, make sure that I get maximum amount of value for it. Again, we don't need double wildfire. We can make sure that we get what we need off the top here for 6 opt. So we get a potion, but we can't Kano, which is unfortunate. We can burn rags, but don't think it's worth. Only because if there was a way to put this Sonic on the last card dealio there, I would, but Not going to get that option. I think I save one card too many, but it still doesn't matter because there's just so much damage that Dori has taken that I think it's just death anyways at AB0. So we should have made sure that there was one less blue, and that the blue that we Kano into, if we were to keep it, would be like Bolt. But that's like max value off of the reduced cost from Boom. And then make sure to go for a higher ending combo line for Boom combo. But we're just coming in for a Warrior's Valor. And one card left over, which is fine. Because if they're going to want to swing again, then they're going to have a 0 cost. Okay, so then they don't have anything left over. So if they want to swing again, they're going to have to empty their hand. And then we make sure to go ahead and kill anyways. So we're going to sequence it to where we can make sure that there is the blue off the top, as well as the Sonic Boom. And I kind of make sure that they understand that I'm sequencing everything correctly. And that they understand I'm paying into it. No AB, so it's pretty much death after this. And this is kind of like a good example of understanding the disrespect to Kano, and that Arcanite Skullcap is not going to be enough, because we can just play around it with making sure that our life total is always going to be lower. Anyways, that's a quick game for you guys. GG, on to the next.